Today, we're diving into one of the most impactful books ever written on wealth creation, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. This book isn't just about money. It's about a complete shift in mindset, habits, and actions that can genuinely help you transform your life. If you've ever wondered how a book written in 1910 could still be so relevant today, you're in for a treat. By the end of this video, you'll understand how the principles in this book can help turn you into a millionaire. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified on future videos. Let's get started with the basics. Wattles believed that getting rich isn't about luck, talent, or even hard work. He argued that wealth is a science like gravity or electricity, and that anyone who follows this science can become wealthy. This is a bold claim, but his explanations and examples make it clear that this isn't about wishful thinking or empty promises. It's about practical, actionable steps that anyone can take. One of the core ideas in the book is the concept that the universe operates on certain laws. Wattles explains that just like there are laws of physics, there are also universal laws for creating wealth. He writes, "You don't get rich by doing certain things. You get rich by doing things in a certain way." This statement flips the script on how most people think about success. It's not about working harder or copying someone else's strategy. It's about understanding the principles of wealth creation and applying them in your unique way. Let's take a moment to break this down with an example. Imagine two people in the same industry doing the same job. One person struggles to make ends meet, while the other becomes incredibly successful. According to Wattles, the difference lies in how they think and act. The successful person isn't necessarily more skilled or experienced. They simply approach their work with the right mindset and the right methods. Now, let's talk about the first and most critical step to getting rich: changing your thoughts. Wattles emphasizes that wealth begins in the mind. He explains that your thoughts are like magnets. They attract whatever you focus on. If you constantly think about your lack of money or opportunities, you'll keep attracting those circumstances. But if you shift your focus to abundance, success, and opportunities, you'll start to see those things manifest in your life. This isn't just philosophy, it's backed by science. Your brain has something called the reticular activating system, or RAS, which filters what you notice. If you start thinking about wealth and success, your brain will begin to notice opportunities you may have previously overlooked. For example, if you've ever thought about buying a specific car and suddenly start seeing that car everywhere, that's your RAS at work. So how do you apply this? One simple practice is visualization. Every morning, spend a few minutes imagining your ideal life. Picture your dream house, your bank account balance, and the freedom you'll feel. The clearer your vision, the stronger the impact on your thoughts and actions. The next step Wattles talks about is gratitude. He writes, "The grateful mind is constantly fixed upon the best. Therefore, it tends to become the best." Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have, creating a positive cycle that attracts more abundance into your life. Let me share a story from the book to illustrate this. Wattles talks about a man who was deeply in debt and struggling to make ends meet. Instead of focusing on his problems, he made a daily habit of listing everything he was grateful for: his health, his family, even small things like a warm bed. This shift in mindset didn't just make him feel better, it opened his mind to new opportunities. Within a year, he had paid off his debts and started building wealth. Practicing gratitude doesn't have to be complicated. Every day, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you're grateful for. These don't have to be monumental, even small blessings count. This simple practice can completely transform your outlook and set the stage for greater wealth and success. Another critical principle in the science of getting rich is taking action. Wattles is very clear that thinking alone isn't enough. You also need to act, and not just any action, action that is purposeful and aligned with your goals. He writes, "Do every day all that can be done that day, but do each act in an efficient manner." This idea of taking action is powerful because it eliminates excuses. Many people wait for the perfect time to start their journey toward wealth, whether it's waiting for more money, more knowledge, or more connections. But Wattles teaches that the perfect time doesn't exist. The only time you have is now, and the only resources you need are the ones you already have. For example, let's say you want to start a business. Instead of waiting until you've saved thousands of dollars or completed multiple courses, start with what you have. Use free or low-cost tools to create a website, reach out to potential customers, and learn as you go. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates results. The key is to start small, but start now. Wattles also emphasizes the importance of having a clear vision for your life. He explains that you need to know exactly what you want before you can achieve it. He writes, "You must form a clear and definite mental picture of what you want. You cannot transmit an idea unless you have it yourself. Think of your vision as the blueprint for your success. Without it, you're like a ship sailing without a destination. You'll end up drifting aimlessly. But when you have a clear vision, you can map out the steps to achieve it." Here's a simple exercise. Take some time to write down your ideal life in detail. Where do you live? What does your daily routine look like? How much money do you earn? The more specific you are, the easier it will be to align your thoughts and actions with your goals. Review this vision every morning and night to keep it fresh in your mind. One of the most revolutionary ideas in the book is the shift from a competitive mindset to a creative mindset. Wattles explains that wealth doesn't come from competing with others. It comes from creating value. He writes, "You do not have to compete for what is already created. You can create what you want." This idea is particularly relevant in today's world, where social media can make it feel like you're constantly in competition with others. But Wattles reminds us that the universe is abundant. There's enough wealth and success for everyone. Instead of worrying about what others are doing, focus on how you can serve others and create value. For instance, if you're starting a business, don't stress about your competitors. Instead, ask yourself, how can I solve my customers' problems better than anyone else? When you operate from a place of service and creativity, you tap into unlimited possibilities. Finally, Wattles emphasizes the importance of persistence. Building wealth is a process, and it requires faith and patience. He writes, "By thought, the thing you want is brought to you. By action, you receive it." One of the biggest reasons people fail to achieve their goals is that they give up too soon. They face a few setbacks and assume it's not meant to be. But Wattles teaches that obstacles are just part of the journey. If you stay consistent and keep faith in the process, success is inevitable. A great example of this is Thomas Edison, who famously failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Most people would have given up after a few attempts, but Edison's persistence paid off. The same principle applies to your goals. When challenges arise, remind yourself of your why. Why do you want to achieve financial freedom? Keep that reason front and center and let it fuel your determination. So, how can the science of getting rich turn you into a millionaire? It's all about aligning your thoughts, habits, and actions with the universal laws of wealth. Change your thoughts to focus on abundance. Practice gratitude to shift your energy. Take action now instead of waiting for the perfect moment. Create a clear vision for your life and review it daily. Focus on creating value rather than competing with others. And most importantly, stay persistent and trust the process. This book is more than just a guide to wealth. It's a blueprint for creating the life you've always dreamed of. If you haven't read it yet, I highly recommend picking up a copy. And if you've already read it, let me know in the comments which principle resonated with you the most. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a little inspiration today. See you in the next video.
Please subscribe to my channel if you have not done it yet, and don't forget to click the notification button. I hope you guys learned and enjoyed this video. Thank you, and have a great day.